Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel IT Academia by Arvind sir. In this video lecture, I am going to start with your chapter number 3. Okay, chapter number 3 is nothing but Advanced JavaScript. So basically the content of this chapter is, in this chapter we are going to study all this content, all these concepts. Let's see. First one is what is features of JavaScript. See, already we have a little bit part of the JavaScript we have seen in 11th standard. Okay, so here some advanced parts are there. What are the features of JavaScript? What is the difference between the client side scripting and server side scripting? What is looping structures? What is DOM objects, document object model, and window object in JavaScript? Then what is inbuilt objects such as string, math, array, date, and number with its properties and methods? And lastly, we are going to see simple JavaScript programs to do the validations and user interaction. So all these are the contents of your chapter number 3, that is Advanced JavaScript. We'll first start with the introductory part of JavaScript. There is a variety of scripting languages used to develop the dynamic websites. So JavaScript is an interpreted scripting language. An interpreted language is a type of programming language that executes its instructions directly and freely without compiling the machine language instructions in previous program. What is program? A program is a set of instructions used to produce the various kinds of outputs. JavaScript was initially created to make web pages alive. So the programs in this language are called scripts. Means when you click on something, something gets happened. Means alive, to make the pages alive. Okay, so we are going to use JavaScript, that is script. Okay, next, what are the features of JavaScript? So let's start with features. Number 1, JavaScript is lightweight scripting language because it does not support all the features of object-oriented programming languages like C++, Java, etc. These are object-oriented programming languages, but JavaScript is a lightweight because it doesn't support all the features of OOPs. So there are two types of scripting in Java. When you use JavaScript, there will be two types of scripting. One is server-side scripting and second is client-side scripting. What is client-side scripting? In this type, the script resides on the client computer, means who is going to browse the computer, and that can run on the client. Basically, these types of scripts are placed inside an HTML document. Means we are going to place all these scripts inside the HTML document. Next, we have the server-side scripting. In this type, the script resides on the web server. So whatever the script that you have written, that will be resides on the web server. To execute the script, it must be activated by the client. Then it is executed on web server. Okay, first client is going to activate this and then server will execute this for the client. So these are the features. What is the difference between the server side scripting and client side scripting? Let's see. Server side scripting is used at the backend, whereas the source code is not visible, or it may be the hidden at the client side. Means whenever I'm going to browse the website, so that will be visible for the who is going to use it, that is for the client. On the other hand, client side scripting is used at the front end, means user can see from the browser. So server side scripting is more secure than the client side scripting. Second, when a server side script is processed, it communicates to the server, as against client side scripting does not need any server interaction. The client-side scripting language involves languages such as HTML5, JavaScript, etc. In contrast, programming languages such as PHP, ASP.NET, Ruby, Cold Fusion, Python, C++, etc. are server-side scripting languages. Server-side scripting is useful in customizing the web pages and implements the dynamic changes in the website. Conversely, the client-side scripts are generally used for validation. Remember, purpose and effectively minimize the load to the server. Special software like web server software is required to execute server-side script, whereas client-side script requires web browser as an interface like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, anyone. So did you know something they have given as for your knowledge? There are some popular framework or the libraries. One is AngularJS. It is a JavaScript based open source front end web framework developed mainly for the single page application. Next is Vue.js. It is a JavaScript based framework for building the interactive user interface. It can be easily integrated with other projects and libraries. And lastly, we have React. It consists of JavaScript libraries for building UI for single page application and mobile application. Next, we have a concept called switch case and looping structures. So first we'll start with the switch case. Okay, so previous year we have learned different basic syntax of JavaScript such as variable declaration, if structure, function, etc. So let us learn some extra features over here. So first we are going to see switch case statement using JavaScript. So let's see what is switch case. So if you have seen the if else statement, it is same like your if else. Okay, if else statement. It is an alternative of if else, we can say. So let's see. JavaScript has a built-in multi-way decision statement known as switch. The switch statement tests the value of given expression against a list of case values, and when match is found, a block of statement associated with that case is executed. There should not be duplicity between the cases. One case have unique values. Every cases have unique one. There should not be the repeated things in that. The value of the case must be similar data type. Once you have used integer throughout the three, you have to use integer also. Integer only. So data type as the variable in switch. The default statement is not mandatory. Okay. It is not required to write the default statement, but generally we write it. Because let's see the syntax of the switch statement. So first you have to use switch in bracket expression, then curly braces, case value 1 statement block 1 break, case value 2 statement block 2 break, like that you have to proceed. And the last case value n number of the statements you may have, statement block and break, and the lastly we have the default statement. That's it. Default statement block means if any of the values are not satisfied, then it goes to the default and then it will print that statement. Okay, so just remember this syntax. On the basis of this syntax, we are going to see one example of the switch case. So let's start with the example. So just open the notepad and just write down this code. Okay, so let's see the code. Okay, so just start with doc type HTML, doc type HTML. Okay, then we have head, then title, just write down the title as JavaScript program, JavaScript program. Okay, just close the title tag, then close the head tag. After that, open the body tag. Okay, now use h1 tag and write down something. Use of switch case, use of switch case. Close the h1 tag. After that, you have to use script, script, script type equal to text slash JavaScript, script. Okay, just close this. First declare a variable over here. So let's see how to declare a variable. var is a keyword used to declare a variable. Day is the variable name, equal to 6 is the value of the variable. So we are going to use switch. So what kind of the statement we are going to use over here? Switch. So variable name, that is day, and that will be the integer. Okay, now I am going to use switch. After that, you have to use curly braces as per the syntax. Then you have to use case 1, alert. Okay, let's have Monday, close this bracket. Okay, after that write down break. Okay, next case 2. So like that, case 2, alert, write down Tuesday. Okay, break. Next case 3, alert, Wednesday. Like that, just write down all the days that we have. Okay, Wednesday. After that, break. Next case 4, then alert, Thursday. Break. Next case 5, alert. Okay, case 5, alert, Friday. Close this, break. Case 6, alert, Friday, then Saturday. So whatever you write in the double quotes, that will be printed. Okay, break. then case 7, alert, it will be the Sunday. Okay, then break, and lastly we have the default. So default, okay, default, write down alert invalid day. Okay, invalid day. Okay, just close this switch case. After that, close the script tag. Okay, script, script. After that, body, close body, close the body tag, close the HTML tag. Now just save this with switch, file, save. I'm going to save this in E drive 12th HTML folder. Already I created it. Right, go to this switch, switch dot html. JavaScript programs are saved with .html extension. Okay, so now let's check the output of this code. So we have saved this in 12th HTML. Let's see, case switch. This one is switch. Just open this with Google Chrome. So this output that we got has Saturday. Okay, this kind of the output we got Saturday, because it will search for the month 6, day 6. So it will go to the 6th one and it will print the Saturday. For example, if I change this to 3, so what should it print? It should print Wednesday. Let's save it, Control S, and just execute this. Okay, just execute this. So it is Wednesday. So if you have not written any other day rather than this, for example, if you have written 9, so what it going to print? Let's see. Just execute this, invalid day, because it will search for the any values. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so it will not find any day and it will directly go to the default and it will print invalid day. So like this switch case statement works. Okay, so this is what the output of the code. Just I change Saturday. Okay, so in this lecture we'll stop over here. Next part of the JavaScript we'll see next lecture. Thank you so much for watching this video.